Underwriting is such an important part of deal finding. And in the life of syndication, like I have been observing it for 15 years or so now, the thing is we want to give the right returns to the investors, because investors are entrusting their dollars, their 100,000, 200, 500,000, and giving us experts to really invest that money. And in the back of their mind, they definitely want to make sure, first, would I get my money back? Secondly, would I get my returns? And then definitely, they want to make the equity gain and everything. The biggest thing on our shoulders as syndicators is to find the right market, I would say. First of all, to find the right job market, jobs, like I say in my broadcasts and interviews, because if the jobs are there, then the property will increase in value. The neighborhood will get a little bit better. So it's good to buy a C class in a B neighborhood. I always say that, or B minus. Buy a C plus in an A neighborhood is a beautiful place to do, and we were able to do that in San Antonio, some other places. Alamo Heights is a very nice place, and brokers told us, and we bought 6 properties there, Whitney, and we sold them all now, but made a lot of money. Same thing I'm doing near Houston. I bought 4 years back properties like 3-4 million, sold for 8 million. So all those are because of the jobs. See, because we were able to increase the rents, and we were able to do the underwriting conservatively. That's the other thing I would like to talk to the investors about. Please, please, please don't buy anything and everything, because you got to underwrite it well. You got to, and we're going to go deeper and deeper into the underwriting. I'll talk about in a second. But the biggest thing is to set the mind right, that we got to have an emerging market where you're going to look for brokers, letter campaigns, whatever you're doing, to find the leads, off-market deals preferably, but then you want to underwrite them well, because if the numbers don't work on the paper, they won't work otherwise. So you got to really marry the numbers, not the buildings. That's what I say that also. Never marry the nice looking building and then you come and you say, okay, let me just throw something here, something there, and then you fix up the underwriting, I call it. Never should do that. Don't fix up the underwriting. Let the numbers speak. So in the underwriting also, Whitney, a lot of people they say, I don't want to spend time in underwriting too much, and I hate that. I don't like that, because you cannot just underwrite and put an LOI in 5 minutes. You cannot. You should not. Oh my gosh, you should not. Because what if your property got accepted and then your numbers were wrong and so forth like that, or acceptance of the LOI, I meant, The thing is, you want to do quick turnaround, definitely, but go for a very extensive underwriting. What are the factors which really determine? See, you look at the P&L, profit and loss, 12 months. You got to look at 12 months. Sometimes you get 11 months, sometimes you get 13 months. So you got to make sure that you are not looking at wrong numbers, first of all. The other thing I really like to look at for underwriting's sake, Whitney, is the rent roll. I need the current rent roll. Current rent roll is very, very important. Sometimes this broker, like I just got one, he gave me October rent roll. October P&L, it's February now. Holy cow. How can you really see what this property is up to, right?
A lot's happened since then.
A lot has happened, Whitney, and many times they are not giving the later on P&Ls because they look bad, maybe even worse than the October one, see? Or rent roll. Now, the other very good, trick I would like to tell your audience is that apartments.com. If you go to apartments.com, try to look for the property there, because those are the most current rents that they are giving at. It's called the current rent sheet, we call it in our business. It's the rent sheet with all the assumptions, all the things, how much is their administrative cost, how much pet allowance, this and that, deposit, RUB system. It tells you all there in that, frame. If you find out like our properties, Money properties, you'll see all that. The thing is, you got to take the real rent roll as of today, plug it into the comprehensive underwriting tool, which I have. My mentor gave me one page of sheets, right? 14 years back. But over the years, I've expanded it and added more and added more and added more, because I'm an engineer. I like to make things so that the things work from here. Changing few things, it changes here and changes there and all that. And that's what that underwriting is now, where you could control the rents increases by each year. You can control the concessions, the delinquencies, the RUB systems, the cap rates. Everything is changeable, and it just spits out real quickly reports.